Right, just a small video, since I've got them, the focus of the photos need to be adjusted. I've just been and done some flowers for my great-great-great-grandfather Edward Oak here, and my great-great-great-grandmother Mary Ann Briggs. Over there we've got my great-great-great-great-grandfather Stephen Oak and Mary Brown. And then over here we've got Stephen's sister Mary Oak. And then over here I've got a first cousin who I never discovered for a while. Had married as a land girl. She came in here during the Second World War and she married a local lad called Ernest William Smith. They ran the pub here, they lived here, they brought their children up here. But she was from Bethnal Green and she is my first cousin. And I passed her grave several times, and hers. She died a long time ago. She was quite young when she died. That's one of her daughters, Linda Elizabeth Knowles. She must have been married. That's her daughter there. She's got another daughter I do communicate with sometimes. So there we've got there Amelia Mary Smith. That was her married name. Now I also noticed we've got Starlings in our family, and I noticed in loving memory of Violet Edith Starling, 1904 to 1995, and Mark Starling, 1903 to 1997. So I thought I'd put a flower on there. So I'm just going over now to, I've got some flowers to go inside the church on the effigies, and I've got a flower, as I always do, for Eleanor, an Oak girl who married a Briggs. So that's what I'm doing now, just placing flowers on the graves. And now just turn the camera off a minute. I'll tell you what, I'll come back on in a minute. Small video. Just place the flowers on the effigies of Elizabeth Inglethorpe and her husband, Sir John Inglethorpe. He was 1361 to 1420, so he lived to about 60. She died in 1421, a year after him. And this is a little flower holder. Lasting friendships. You've got a Walsh and a Holmes. You've got Elizabeth de Burgh, and got the wrong glasses on, and a William Oak. That's our connection with this. William Oak is one of my great-grandfathers, and so I always put flowers on here because he's mentioned, William Oak. And the Starling girl is also linked to us in the tree via him as well. Elizabeth, you've got Elizabeth de Burgh, you've got William Oak, you've got, oh, we should put the right glasses in, shall we? You've got Grace Starling, that was her maiden name, and she's buried out in the graveyard there. William will be buried here somewhere, but there's no visible graves from back in the 17th century there. So, my camera's backed up, the Canon's playing up. I've probably pressed the wrong buttons, but I don't know if any of this will get saved by Google because I'm already stretched without paying them even more money. Lovely flowers though. I think it looks nice with flowers on. And this is Burrough Green, everyone. St Augustinians. Somebody does put I don't know if these are plastic. Might be real. You know, this is the church. It always looks a bit run down, the church. Badly in need of help, really. Major help. There's a font there, as I mentioned many times. Many of my relatives have been baptized in there over hundreds of years. Many of my relatives have been carted up here for their funerals, carried up here for their baptisms, and walked up here to get married. This is a special place, Burrough Green. There's a big fete on today in the village, but I managed to park right by the church, which is a good thing. I always think it's a good thing. I don't need any leaflets. I've got loads of stuff. I have videoed this place a few times now. In the early days I couldn't video and I couldn't always find a way in. But now I have. And I come. And they do give it a whitewash every now and again to smarten it up a bit. But like a lot of old buildings now in the changing climate and everything, they're suffering. Somebody does their best. They put some flowers in to cheer the place up. Some carnations there. Purple carnations. Beautiful, aren't they? Like I say, my camera's playing up. But I will take some video footage. I've got to sort the camera. I've messed around with the dials and I've done all sorts of things to it so it's not focusing. I don't know what I've done. I really don't. It needs resetting. I need it for when I go away. It's the only camera I've got. And this one is jam-packed. Might not even save what I'm doing today. I don't know. Anyway, this is Sheila on the 7th of June 2026. I've just been and visited Brinkley. I've noticed if I'd had a bit more time, I would have, and I brought my equipment, I would have tidied up my great aunt's grave. In fact, if I lived up here, I would make sure her grave wasn't looking so covered up with brambles. But you see, a lot of them are now. You know, a lot of them now, oh, there's toilets here. A lot of them now are brambleized, and they'd leave it on purpose. They do, it's a wildlife thing. They want it left wild. Toilet's back there and the door's open. Ah, right. Bye, Burrough Green. I'm going to write my name in the book. Over and out. Right then, everyone. Right, Burrough Green. I've done the flowers. I haven't done as much videoing as I normally do because you've been done thoroughly so many times. And so I don't know when I'll be back again. If I've got a car next year, I'll come back. I'll always visit you. I'll always visit you, Ducky. Effigies, I'll always visit you. Yeah, I will. Bye then, effigies. I'm going to go and have another walk around the graveyard now. I've done the watering. I've been in the pulpit. Like I said, I don't know. I'd feel very sad if this was my last visit here. Because it's just age is catching up on me more than anything, to tell the truth. Is it? Yeah. Now, I've got a feeling here. We've got someone who married a wedge. I can't remember if it's this Mary, but we've got someone from here, from our family, that married Charles Wedge, I think it was. She married somebody anyway. And this is the Wedge family under here. And there could be others further along here. Yeah. Could be vaults down underneath. They're buried under here, don't forget. They're buried under here, these people. I don't know when I'm coming back. I feel quite sad because I've been coming here for 20 years. Doing little videos, taking photos. The very first, 21 years ago was the first time we came down, me and Zara, in July, with the little dog. I expect the climate change will affect the effigies. They'll sort of gradually erode, I think. I feel at home here. I really do. My spirit will always be here, even if I don't come back this way to, you know. I don't want to leave you, but I've got to. Got to go and look around the graveyard before I go. And I put some flowers on the brown graves. I'm not sure if that's a brown, but there's some footstones over there. Got Samuel and Anne Brown here. I found out all about these not long ago. I think they're connected to the Jaggards somewhere along the line, and one of my great-grandmothers, a Hubbard. So, I've taken photos as well. I can't remember the connection off the top of my head yet. Then over here we've got some more brown footstones. Mary Brownlet. She died 1893, January the 6th. Didn't say how many years. And that very brown, that's her footstone there. Look, these are the footstones. Lacey's over there. We've got oaks connected to the Lacey's. This has all been done very thoroughly by me in the past, folks, and the